Hello again, Struck Pup. It is time for another Struck List monthly video for upcoming games, and this one is for the month of August and shines the spotlight on not so well known underdog low profile 3-dimensional games. I will be making another one tomorrow for the 2-dimensional games, so if you're looking for those, you wouldn't need to wait too much. But this one covers 11 3D low profile games that one way or another I thought deserved some more attention than and they normally would get. There's one title that might be, I was wondering if I should include it in the high profile or not because it's the Smurfs franchise, which is high profile franchise, but the game itself seems more of an indie project, so I put it in this video. So 11 titles, all of them different. We've got RPGs, we've got third person, we've got first person, we've got shooters, we've got games with building and crafting, we've got third person building, isometric base builders, and stuff like that. So there's plenty of different things to keep you busy on hopefully a lower budget because most of those games seem to be indie games. So buckle up, struggle up. I hope you enjoyed the video and let's go. The first game on this list is Taboo Trial. And in the Forbidden Trial, as it's named on Steam, a roguelike role-playing action game, you will play a girl Einherjar in the spirit hall of Norse mythology and find the truth of the gods at dusk through fighting and exploration. So it looks like a traditional third-person action RPG, but keep in mind there is some sort of um, skimpy outfits that you might expect. So it's not full nudity, but there is some sort of revealing outfits in the game. So if that bothers you, you might want to stay away from it. But it looks like it has amazingly fun combat. It has those different Valkyrie characters, as I mentioned, and it's an action roguelite. So it's not like Valkyrie Elysium, for example, a story-driven a majorly game, but this one is more of a roguelite experience. But it is similar to games like Valkyrie Elysium and those other traditional modern era RPGs that come from Japan. But this one is coming, if I'm not mistaken, from China. But it will be releasing with English translation, fully translated subtitles and interface. So there is that. I think many of you might like it, so that's why I've included the boot trial that's coming on the 1st of August. The next game on the list is a tower defense, Axon TD Uprising Tower Defense. From the developers of Element TD2 comes amazing tower defense where you can expand the map layout itself, a huge arsenal of towers and a wide variety of enemies crash in a battlefield that shifts on your whims. Engage in single, cooperative or roguelite gameplay. Developed and self-published by Element Studios, coming on the 2nd of August 2023. This is an early access title, so you can expect unfinished, missing and buggy things in the game, but the developers have a good track record of releasing early access games and improving them and making them much more enjoyable by the time they're done with the game and are ready for a full release. If you've played Element TD and Element TD2, you probably would know what to expect from Element Studios. If you're looking for a new tower defense game, that might be the thing to keep you busy in the month of August 2023. Next up, we have an interesting title, Robin Hood Sherwood Builders, and in specific, I'm letting you know about the free upcoming Prologue called Bandit's Trail. So Robin Hood Sherwood Builders Bandit's Trail is the free Prologue from Robin Hood Sherwood Builders, which is an action-adventure RPG with base building elements, where you take on the role of a classic hero who stands up to the tyranny and injustice that haunts Sherwood. Fight, craft, steal, and of course help the local people grow. Coming on the 9th of August 2023 again as a free Prologue developed by Mean Astronauts. If it catches your attention, definitely give it a follow and try the free Prologue. Next up on the list is something called Tales and Tactics, developed by Table 9 Studio and published by Yogscast Games. It will be an early access release, so again, expect the usual things, bugs, glitches, maybe missing or incomplete content, until it's fully launched. This will be coming on the 10th of August 2023. And it will be an interesting mix. It's a roguelike squad-based auto battler in a tabletop RPG setting. Draft your army, carefully equip and position your units, make important choices, and meet a colorful cast of characters as you make ready for the Grand Tournament. Seems fun, seems amazing, so I wouldn't mind giving it a spin myself when I have some free time in the second half of the month. Sengoku Dynasty is the next Dynasty game from Toplitz Productions as a publisher, and this one's developed by Super Kami. The early access of this one will start on the 10th of August 2023, and if you're familiar with the medieval dynasty, a Western dynasty, what else did they have? They had another dynasty game I forgot about, but they're doing a lot of those in different eras. So there's Wild West. There's Lumberjack, Medieval, and so on. If you want the same experience, survival crafting kind of third-person RPG experience, but in feudal Japan, that's it. Build and manage villages in an open-world feudal Japan. Survive, explore, meet unique characters, and establish your legacy. And most of all, you can play either solo or in co-op multiplayer, which gives that game an edge over other similar survival crafting games. Since it's gonna be an early access release, again, expect unfinished, incomplete features, bugs, glitches here and there, and eventually the game to get better as it matures. I love it. I love the world. It looks like they've captured feudal Japan. I'm not a fan of that whole survival crafting building genre, but if I were, I definitely would keep an eye out on this Sengoku Dynasty game. Next up is Distinct, which is a sci-fi strategy game with fully customizable units and behaviors. Gather, build, research, and explore the unknown. Alone or with friends, unveil the mystery of an AI on the edge of self-awareness and uncover the hidden truth in this blend of strategy, automation, and exploration. Developed by Stage Games Inc. and published by Forklift Interactive, releasing on the 15th of August 2023 as an early access game. So again, expect missing features, unfinished features and content, bugs, glitches here and there. But it seems like a very fun spin on the base building automation RTS genre with nice real-time building, combat, research, customization, and lots of other stuff. There will be a modding support in the Steam Workshop and Steam Workshop integration, which is pretty good for games like that. And if you're looking for a new base builder, that might be it. That might be your next favorite game. Distinct, which is again coming as an early access title on the 15th of August 2023. Next up, we have an interesting and special title. Ashen Knights One Passage is the first chapter, I think the prologue of Ashen Knights Foreshadow. We don't know when Ashen Knights Foreshadow is coming, but the Ashen Knights One Passage prologue is coming free on the 17th of August 2023, developed by Baikal Arts, published by Bone Shakers. It invites you to explore the beginning of Ashen Knight's story. Two heroes, two different genres, Souls-like and hack and slash, meaning you have a Diablo-like experience where you mow bunches of enemies in a few hits, or a more Souls experience where you fight one big monster every now and then. That takes a while. It's like a mini boss fight and so on. So you can switch places between those characters, and you can trigger wild emotional storm, making sure you never get bored of playing. Next up, we have another game that is claiming to have a lot of things that make it unique than others. Light Edge is a role-playing game set in a medieval fantasy world which aims to evolve this classic genre by introducing several new gameplay mechanics inspired by other video games. I'm not noticing those new mechanics in the trailer. The trailer makes it seem pretty regular, but who knows? Maybe it's difficult to see in a trailer and you have to play it to experience it. Releasing on the 17th of August 2023, developed and published by Mountain. Light Edge already has a demo on Steam, so you might want to try that one out to see what specifically makes Light Edge so special. They're claiming that they have a nice story, that they have combat system, fascinating story, full player control, complete original races, and psychological interactions. How that would play out remains to be seen, but it definitely looks promising on the trailers. So if I find some time, maybe I would remember to try the demo. I've added it on my wish list and followed it so I don't forget. But even then, it's gonna be a busy month of August, so we'll see if I even find some time for this one. But you should definitely check that one out. Next up is Voidborn, a fast-paced roguelite FPS that combines skill-based action and swift movement with roguelite level progression and character customization. Rip apart demons with devastating weapon builds and reach as far as possible before you inevitably perish. And become reborn, obviously, such is the genre of roguelite. Developed by Sekvera or Hekvera, releasing on the 18th of August 2023 as an early access title, but there is a free demo that you can download and play right now on Steam. So that's that. It's gonna be difficult. It's a roguelite game, and it's also gonna be early access, so expect bugs, glitches, and missing stuff here and there. But if you like a high-octane, fast-paced shooter and you want that in the roguelite package, that might be your next thing to play. Voidborn again, which will be coming on the 18th of August 2023. And again, don't forget to try the demo if you're interested, even before the game has released, so you know whether it's your cup of tea or not. Next up, as I mentioned, there is a Smurfs game, and this one is Smurfs Kart, which is kind of the equivalent of Super Mario Kart in the Smurfs universe. A lot of fun for the whole family, especially considering there is a split screen, four player split screen co-op on the same machine. So if you have younger siblings or if you have kids that you want to play together some games with, Smurfs Cards will be probably the best bet in August. Who will be the fastest Smurf in town? That is the question you will need to answer in this dynamic kart racing game in the world of Smurfs. Releasing on the 22nd of August 2023, developed by Eden Games and published by Microids. It's got all that interesting stuff: ramps, shortcuts, different characters with different cards, boosts, and so on. So again, if you like Super Mario Kart and you want a similar experience, but in the famous Smurf universe, then definitely pay attention to Smurfs cards. Maybe add it to your wish list for it. It's already out on Switch, but it will be coming for PlayStation 5, for Xbox Access One, and on Steam. To top things off, we have another high-octane retro style shooter, but this one doesn't seem to be roguelite. Spro is a hardcore retro FPS set in an endless cyberpunk megalopolis. Escape the walled city and take on the militarized government of the Spro. Fueled by the blood of your enemies and a mysterious voice in your head, make your way towards the spire to topple whatever lays there. Developed by Might, published by Rogue Games. It doesn't have a fixed release date yet. It only says August 2023, but take this release window with the whole salt shaker of salt, because that might not be it. But it will be releasing on Epic and Steam. To get notified when I upload more content like this one or other builds and guides for Wooter and not so Wooter games, you can subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to not miss out on notifications. As well as keep in mind there's something called memberships on YouTube, which lets you be a paying member for my channel to get access to perks such as emotes and badges made by me, as well as the option to get one-on-one tutoring for the very basics of Adobe Photoshop, Premiere, and After Effects. And memberships can be cancelled at any time if you no longer want to be a member. Thanks for watching all the way until the end, Struck Web. Keep it cool until next time, and goodbye.